As a senior in high school, I've made a lot of choices and decisions that I wish I could have done differently. And in this video, I'm going to talk about one of them. My whole life, I've been hearing the saying, you're the sum of the five closest people to you. But for me, I didn't fully understand this until a couple months ago when it was too late, and now I'm paying the price for that. Now, I think of myself as a pretty smart person. I learn quickly, school's always been easy to me, and I got a 1400 on SAT with like 2 days of studying. But fast forward to today, second semester of senior year, I'm barely in the top 20% of my class. My GPA is okay, and I probably won't get into any of the top schools I apply to. And it's not because I wasn't capable, but it's because I was too content. Now, looking back to freshman year or even 7th to 8th grade, where school started to matter, I had good friends, friends that I've made great memories with, and friends that I'm still friends with till this day. But looking back where my academic decline started, it's clear that it was 8th grade. Now, I did full online school for a year because of quarantine in 8th grade, and in that year, I didn't learn anything. I mean, how could I learn when I was playing video games all day during school? And during this time period, I went from a star student, literally almost perfect grades, to almost failing. And around this time, I probably had similar grades to all my other friends, but it was normal for them and it wasn't normal for me. And because I was spending so much time with them, I'm like, oh, okay, everyone's doing bad, so it doesn't matter if I'm doing bad too. Now, in ninth grade, my grades were okay. They weren't great, but they weren't bad. I was getting all A's, maybe a couple B's, but the thing is, I was putting zero effort into school. I was the smartest out of all my friends, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm doing good, when in reality, I was just doing okay. And I could have done much better. Even if I put an extra half hour into school every day, I could have done exponentially better. And then came sophomore year, and if anything, I did worse. My grades were better, but the thing is, freshman year, I was in all honors classes, and freshman year in my school, you can't take APs as a freshman. So I was around other really smart kids, right? But sophomore year, you can take APs, and I didn't take any. I just stuck with honors classes, and there I started to lag behind. And sophomore year, I was still hanging around the same people, so I had no sense of urgency and just no drive to improve. And sophomore year, I was still playing a lot of video games and just wasting my time doing stupid shit. Now, in junior year, I actually started to care about school more. I took APs and college classes, and I actually studied for the first time in forever, and my grades showed I was doing better than the past 3 years. But towards the middle of the year, in a meeting with my guidance counselor, I saw my transcript for the first time and had my GPA on it and my class rank. And they were both like much lower than what I thought they would be. I'm like, how is this possible? Like, I'm doing so good this year. But I'm like, oh wait, the past 3 years, 8th grade, ninth grade, and 10th grade just dragged me down. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I just cooked myself. And I'm like, okay, I gotta work harder to improve this. So the rest of that year, I studied more, and senior year, I tried to make a conscious effort to do better. And the biggest change I made during this time period was summer going into senior year, where I made a conscious effort to spend time with people that have a positive impact on me. And in turn, senior year has been my best year yet. My friend group did change a good amount. I'm in all college and AP classes now, and I'm getting perfect grades in almost all of them without spending a lot of time outside of the classroom studying. If I'm not studying more, then what's the difference? The people I surround myself with. Because now I'm constantly around people with big goals, people who want to succeed, not just in school, but in life. For the first time in a long time, I have a lot of friends that are smarter than me, that get better grades than me, and drive me to do better in life. I was watching an Alex Hormozy episode the other day, and he was talking about how if you lack a trait that you want, it doesn't have to be a trait, it could be anything, money, a skill, anything, right? If you lack something, surround yourself with people that have it. This way you feel deprived of it, and it further pushes you to want it more, and you'll get it faster, right? And I'm not dissing any of my old friends. I still love them all. I made great memories with all of them. But sometimes you just have. But why am I saying all of this? Because I don't believe that the college I go to isn't determine my whole future, right? But it would still be nice to get a scholarship into like a top school, because like I know that I was capable of it, but like I was just too lazy and I was too content to do it. Anyways, that's the video. Thanks for watching. If you still are, subscribe. Another video this week soon. Yeah.